Welcome back. I know we were just on last night. So we decided to hop back on and talk about the after party because we also forgot to do our predictions. So
Yes, we did.
if you're new, welcome to our channel. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
There you go.
Now, I think I may have been the only one that watched the after party, but I'm going to catch you girls up.
I was going to pretend I watched it, but I'll keep it truthful.
It's really good. I think that Keisha Knight Pulliam is doing a really great job. So they started off and they were talking about Steve and Noi and how, she told him that she loved him and how, he reacted to that. But what was interesting is they brought up the fact that on the boat, Lindsay said that she, was following or she loved Mark. But she hadn't told him. Well, she told us that she told him on the bus ride after the boat ride. So that makes me wonder if that's the reason why he decided to reel on back.
And that makes total sense now why he did that. And also why she was so upset. So both make sense.
Yes. So she said that he was kind of like shocked when she told him. And then it kind of like gives context to, how she reacted.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the next thing Keisha wanted to talk about is Elijah Wan's familial relationship. So when he, slept with the daughter and the mother. And
you mean during that game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you missed the game, right?
Yeah, I missed the game. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so never have I ever. He asked if anyone had ever slept with two people.
It's like he just wanted to let everybody know how sexually active
he was bragging. He's bragging.
Yes.
Like how much game he has.
For sure. And so Keisha asked Katina to call him so she could hear the story. So she calls him and he tells the story. So basically his cousin was dating his cousin was dating a guy, the son of the mother that he slept with. And something happened and they were walking. Something happened between his cousin and the son, the lady's son. And they were walking down the street, his cousin and Elijah Wan, and they ran into the mother. And his cousin was like, oh, she likes to act young. So he was flirting with her and was like, oh, let me take you out. And so she ended up paying for a hotel and giving him what he referred to as a sex education lesson. And then later, the daughter of the mother was spending the night at his cousin's house and he was there and it got late and he, I guess he stayed over and returned the sex education lesson
to the doctor.
Yes. So he said the mother doesn't drive and she called him because she needed to be picked up from the train station. And she didn't let him know that the daughter was with her. And so he picked both of them up and he was like, it was kind of awkward. He was trying to make conversation and, it got kind of quiet, but the mother and daughter were talking and laughing. And at when he dropped them off, they both patted him on the shoulder and said that he passed the class.
Oh, for both of them. So do you think that they do that often?
They got to do something more. That's not the first time they must have done it because since she likes to act young.
That's true. Yeah. I don't know.
But this kind of tells us that Katina and Olajuwon are still on talking terms.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
They're together or friends, but it's not like they're not angry at each other.
Yeah. So I wonder where in the process they are doing these
interviews.
These after parties. Yeah.
I always assumed it was completely after the show.
I did too.
But maybe,
even after decision day, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then the next thing that they talked about was the fight between Lindsay and Katina. And so
I understood why we should have talked about it yesterday, that fight, because that fight did have a lot to do with Katina wanting Lindsay to own up to what she did and not make excuses and not let her past dictate, as an excuse of why she's acting out. We should have talked about that yesterday, but we forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, Lindsay said that actually she was not triggered by Olajuwon, but she was triggered by Katina, is what she said.
But that's not what she said on the boat. And that's not what she said to Mark. So she's lying now or then?
Right. So she was like, yeah, you came after me. And so Katina was explaining that when at the point that Lindsay said, like, do you want to fight? That's when she felt like she needed to step in because she was a white woman, her husband's a black man, and she's a black woman. So it's between like woman to woman. Right. And then Keisha, this is why I love her being the host, because she was like, let me just add some cultural context. And she was like, what Katina isn't saying is that when you put a black man in a situation that makes him unsafe by making claims that are not true, like, that's when, they need to be protected.
Right.
So of course, Lindsay was like, I understand, I'm aware.
Okay, but you did it anyway.
She's woke.
Girl. If she was woke, she wouldn't have provoked him. Like
exactly.
That's
sure right now.
But yeah, so Keisha asked, like, would they be able to work through this? Like, do they think they can, overcome things? And Katina's basically like where she is now, she just kind of needs space. And Lindsay was like, I always give people a second chance. So
okay. Especially when you're in the wrong, you should give them a second chance.
Yes. One thing that was very evident throughout the interview is that Katina and Alyssa are friends, and Katina really, like, you could tell she really likes Alyssa because she was kind of defending her.
She was.
And we saw on the show, though, when she got into it with Lindsay, Alyssa did leave and like try to comfort her and tell her like not to worry about it. So
sit on the opposite side.
It's possible that she's nice, and Katina actually said like she really is a great person, and she was like, I'm sad that people can't see that, and I'm sad that they're both having this experience, and that she felt like she could have handled things differently with communicating with him. But
I mean, all we're judging Alyssa by is what she's doing, so we can only see what she's showing us. So
but you know what, probably the reason why her and Katina get along is Katina's pretty. And she likes to surround herself with beautiful people because it makes her feel beautiful.
Because all of her friends.
On the first after party, though, Jasmina also was defending Alyssa, because I think Lindsay made a claim that Alyssa blocked her, and Jasmina was like, "This is why she blocked you." And so I think they're both, like, you could tell in the first after party that they both weren't big fans of Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is.
Really exhausting, and
exhausting on the show.
What we did learn about Alyssa and the Chris situation is that Alyssa had made, which we do know, that she made very clear, like, I don't know if it was a request or she had a clear vision of who her soulmate was. And that he had a lion's tattoo.
Right. Eagle.
Lion.
Oh.
We find out that it was a lion tattoo. Katina like jumped on Lindsay and said, how do you know that? Where are you getting this information from? Lindsay said it was from one of Chris's groomsmen. But then Steve, who's also in the after party, which I haven't said because he didn't say anything significant, but Steve said that when they got to the hotel, Mark and Chris were in the lobby, and they were talking about a cat or a lion tattoo, and they asked Steve if he had any tattoos. So he was like, yeah. And he showed them his lion's tattoo, and they were like, ooh, don't take your shirt off on the honeymoon.
Oh, because Alyssa will think it's him?
Yes. Noe found out and she was crying.
Oh my God.
And she was telling Steve, like, Alyssa thinks that her soulmate has a lion tattoo. So she was like really upset, which I don't understand. I just want to be like, well, it's not him. So you buy your own man with a
Look
lion
the
tattoo,
other way.
it's mine.
Right.
But maybe she felt insecure, like maybe she thought, I don't know
Well, he
why.
didn't say he loved her after 3 days, so it's probably why.
Maybe. But apparently the reason why she said ego later is she had apologized to Noi and she changed it because Noi was upset about it. So she said ego.
But why is Noi upset about it, and why should she change it? She didn't know.
I didn't understand that part.
Did she know that Steve had a lion tattoo?
That's what I don't know. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know.
It's just silly. I mean,
Maybe
it's
Steve
silliness.
was with her. Do you think that she would have been okay with Steve?
I don't know. We don't really know what her type is. I don't think he's muscular enough.
You know what her type is.
Oh, okay.
The First Sight fan on Instagram shared pictures that they got, I think, from Reddit and YouTube from like 5 years ago. There was a picture, they covered the guys' faces with emojis, but there's a guy with huge muscles. And yeah, all the guys were pretty fit, like taller than her. Not Chris. Nothing wrong with Chris.
Sometimes what you want is not what you need.
Yeah. Oh, and I think that's also what Lindsay said. Lion tattoo and big muscles is what she wanted.
Okay.
But
yeah, sometimes, yeah.
How did that work out for her? Not so well because
it's not been working out. Yeah.
Ladies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have to do our predictions now.
Yes.
And it's gonna be hard.
One last thing about Lindsay and Mark, and that's that Keisha asked them, like, about their consummating their marriage and when's the last time before that discussion that they had sex. She was like, that morning, that afternoon, and right before they went out to the dinner. And he talked up that dinner, saying that they were going to have a romantic evening, and that's what he came. That's the kind of energy he came with.
Right.
So that's how she was upset.
So we have to take that back. It wasn't that she said I love you.
No, it's all. I think it was all of it together. All of it
But
together.
No, I think it's definitely the reason why he got so.
But he had sex with her 3 times that day.
But one was in the morning, and then in the afternoon, and then before they went to dinner, or before the boat ride.
He said before they went to dinner.
Yeah. So just because he still wants to have sex with her.
Yeah.
Like, come on, he's a man. He just doesn't want her to be overly connected emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he don't know if he like her. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, and it's only been 3 days. It's okay not to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
so we have
prediction time.
Prediction. I think it's going to be hard. I think it would have been easier to do it before the honeymoon, but it's good to have more information.
Yeah.
Because now we have to try to figure out who do we think is going to stay together.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I know who's not going to stay together.
Okay, well, let's go through the names.
By couple. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve and Noi.
I don't know.
I'm going to say yes. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Because right now there's no reason for me to say no. Because they seem like they're getting along great and they care for each other. She's already in love with them. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I saw some of the previews, so it just messes my mind.
We've all seen the previews. You know how they skew them, so you can't really go.
I know. That's why I just don't know. I can't make a decision.
Okay. So you're a no.
Lindsay.
No, I said I don't know.
So you have to say yes or no. You can't be like
I don't know. I'm not applicable.
No, you have to decide. You have to make
I can't decide. Honestly, I don't know. Because I feel
we'll go to the next couple then. Lindsay and Mark.
Next couple.
Thank you.
Lindsay and Mark.
I would say no.
No. Definitely no. Chris and Alyssa.
No. Hell to the no.
Not a chance in hell. Katina and Elijah.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes. And I would say yes on decision day.
I'm gonna say.
Don't make it to
no. Well, you know what? They're still talking. So okay, I'm gonna say yes on decision day. He called him and he answered. So I'm gonna say yes.
And then Jasmina
and Michael.
Yes. Ooh,
That one would say no.
hard.
I'm gonna say no too. Like
That
she's
one's a
too
no for me.
much.
She's too much.
Yeah, she's too extra. She's like wants everything to be perfect. Everything gets on her nerves. It's too much.
I'm gonna hope that they're mature enough to, when the experts get involved, that they can work through things. So I'm gonna say yes. So was it 3 couples for me? Two no's, 3 yeses?
Yeah, I 3 no's, 2 yeses.
2 no's, the rest are I don't know, and I don't know. I don't know.
So she's not, IJ's out because she can't make a decision. So it's just gonna be you and I do the prediction.
Yeah.
Well, who's gonna remember it? You guys need to write it down.
Yeah, we'll write it down.
We'll write it down.
Mm-hmm.
We could also look at this video again. But thank you guys for joining for our quick little chat. And maybe we'll do these more in the future. Like I said, the after shows are really good. They're really informative. And she's like digging a little deeper, because I don't think she would have had the last host, Jamie, would have had them call anyone or ask like what really happened. Right. Those are the type of questions Keisha's asking. Thank you, and they're Keisha. Awesome. Yeah.
we fans appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Till next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.